Okay. Okay. Cool. My Slack stuff should die down in a second. We're live, by the way. I think
All
I'm
right.
just double checking to make sure all my OBS stuff is still up, but it should be off the clack. And I'll share the stream. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Cool. Let me share the stream in general. Do we use here or everyone? Here is just people who are online, right?
Here, yeah, I think here is just fine.
Where do we usually do it in live stream, not general? Whoops.
Yep, live stream.
All right, so we'll give it like a minute for my Slack notifications to shut up, and B, just to let some people trickle in. How are you doing, just in general?
Yeah, doing all right today.
That's good.
Luckily today, we had a couple people out, which is fine because I didn't have too much work to work on today. So
That's good. How's
not
the
much of an issue.
new place working and like your help and all that?
Pretty good so far. I mean, been able to knock stuff out pretty good.
Okay, nice, nice. So I'm trying to adjust you in frame. You are like that's perfect. Where you are right now is perfect. Your
All right.
head is like slightly bigger than usual, just like because I guess where your camera or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's
DK mode.
it just barely fits in the. It's fine. It's no big deal. That's good. Yeah, I've just been what's the word? That's normal work, non keyboard work, but yeah, I've been waiting for the Elite C stuff to show up because I made an order when I think a week ago to try and get everything before Chinese New Year from Elecro,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I mean, I knew that it probably wasn't going to happen because
Yeah.
I needed to order like a couple thousand, and I needed to get it in immediately because the mega prices are like raising by the freaking day. I swear to
Uh,
God. From my last order, they've raised 50 cents a unit, and I think they've already raised again. And you know, because
maybe we should just try to lock. Maybe we should just try to lock it in because
Oh, I did.
um,
I ordered a bunch this last order. That's my biggest order I've ever made through them. So I got a ton to kind of. It's gonna go faster than I think, but yeah, I locked in as much as I could basically, and once this one gets delivered, I'm gonna just email them and say, hey, where's the mega price at now? And if it's the same, I'll probably order a bunch of it megas for them to
mhm.
hold on hand also, but. We'll see. I can't afford to just like buy 10,000 at megas out of pocket right now.
That's true.
So. But yeah, it's crazy. Just the price increases, and so far it's like it's manageable. Like no one's margins are gonna get killed, but if it keeps going like this, it's not gonna be fun. And the arm stuff is still crazy. It's dropping a
Yeah,
little
oh yeah.
bit. Little, it's kind of like it's not dropping. It's not raising as quickly as it used to be.
Well,
Which
I
is
did order some of the APM 32s, which
oh
is
yeah,
the clone.
yeah,
So, but it was
nice.
still like 250 a piece or $3 a
Yeah, they're
piece.
still pretty expensive. They're at
Better
mega
than eight
prices.
dollars.
Exactly. At that point, I'm sticking with that mega until the ARM stuff goes down to at least at mega prices. But even then, it doesn't make sense to release an ARM board yet, because there's no firmware that really does more than an at mega can do yet. So, God, my white balance is so off. But it's I want to try that Raspberry Pi Pico thing. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
that
that's
thing
pretty
is really
interesting.
the board is $4.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
holy crap.
yeah. I don't know what the deal is there, but
I'm trying to
whatever.
find wholesale pricing for the chips. It's really hard to come by, like to find right now. I haven't been able to. I think that I need to email them or something. But if $4 for the board, the chips have to be $1 or less, like wholesale.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Probably like 50
Yeah.
cents, right? Like, because you got to think probably 100% like double markup on SparkFun, right? Probably $4 probably cost them $2 to make the board, 250
Hmm.
to make the board. Then and the MCU is usually a chunk of that, so it's probably like $1 MCU, right?
Yeah, maybe
Because like
even
the
less.
production cost, because I know SparkFun does a lot of it in the U.S., is going to be at least half that. So like $1 for the board and all the components, basically, is what I'm looking at on that, which is insane. Like even when you go to ARM stuff,
Yeah,
like the
and I'm trying to
chips,
see what kind of components are on there too. Like
and
how
there's some
much.
it has some
Yeah.
voltage like management, and like there's some not so cheap components on there, like by that I mean like nickel components, right? Like not,
Mm-hmm.
but like it adds up, and it's a pretty interesting little chip. Yeah, I'm really really trying to. $2 a micro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see.
$2 for the first one at Micro Center. You can't get
So
them
I'm
in
looking
bulk
at
for
it.
$2.
Yeah, there's a crystal on there. I mean, there's like
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there.
power.
That
Oh,
chip cannot be more than $1 on the high end. It's got to be 50 cents wholesale, something like that. Which again is just, I don't know if they're like kind of loss leading because the arm shortage,
that's my thought. My thought is maybe it is a loss leader
because the
of some
fab
sort.
shortage has to be affecting that chip, because it's basically an arm. It's a custom arm chip, right? From my understanding, so it's got to
Yeah.
be affecting them, which means I
I'm gonna
'cause
see if I can pull up the data sheet on
even the
this.
cheap arm chips are like $1 on a good day, right? Then again, I'm not buying them the quantities of 100,000, so I'm sure once you get up there. But even then, like I buy a lot. Like I can place it. Like I've looked at the 10K and like 15K price breaks for chips like that, and it's still, it doesn't move as much as you'd expect, right?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, it
Yeah.
can't move any lower. So, and usually 10K is a pretty good representation of what you're going to be getting. Now, 100K, I'm sure, a lot, it probably goes down a little bit, but it's not going to like drastically. If a chip's $1 at 10K and you buy 100K chips, it's not going to go to 50 cents. It's probably going to go
Yeah.
maybe to like 80 cents, 20% price break. But anyways, we'll see. I like the
Yeah,
Pico.
I pulled up the data sheet. Looks interesting.
It's a neat little chip. It seems really good for keyboard. It's got a lot of pins, and as long as they're all like I think it's similar to the Teensy Plus Plus as far as how many IOs it has. It's like 20 something, right? 26, 28.
Yeah, it's got a bunch.
It's high 20s. It's a plenty. And it does ice cream. It's its arm, right? Now, the other thing is you need to, it's either 26, 28 load letter. I'm not sure. It's in the high 20s. But yeah, it's interesting. It is also interesting. It requires a crystal because there's a lot of ARM chips that have crystals embedded. I mean, cost savings, I'm sure. But I don't know. It's a neat little. Oh, there's one you're not supposed to use. Yeah, usually most chips have like 1 or 2 pins that like are reserved or only can be used for a certain application. So, anyways, off of MCU shortage talk, onto what this little mini podcast is meant for. Something I'm not even privy to is, so Danny, you can take it away. Post links and I'll share them
So
around.
let's see. Let me dig up the links from that Germ posted this morning.
Yeah, what the hell's?
So I'll just repost. I'll just
we need to get
repost some
Germ on
live
here
stream.
again. We need to get guests on here again. God.
We need to have shows on.
Yeah, we need to have a podcast again. Oh, man. Hey, this is more than we've had in the past
All right,
like
there you
6
go.
months. All right, this is 2 podcasts in like 2 months, man. This is crazy.
2021.
2021, the year of the monthly podcast.
All right.
We'll try to do
Here we
it
go.
more often, guys.
Posted up various links in here now.
Cool. I'm gonna open that up on mine so I can take a look. If this opens on my left screen, you're gonna miss Danny and I's face for a second, and I apologize. I didn't. Thank you, Windows, for not doing that. So interesting. So this is what board is this? The
Basto and Basto Mini.
Oh, was that they're the 2-handed boards, right?
Yeah, basically like kind of like a
Like
dactyl.
the dactyl. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one when it went up, and it looked pretty neat. Yeah, Basto Mini. Yeah, I actually wanted to get one of these. I thought it was a pretty neat looking board because, I mean, the dactyl, the barrier to entry is like printing it usually, and I just don't want to deal with that. Also,
I mean that's why Dan's been selling his stuff on OKeyCap. So
Yeah.
like he's got like 3 or 4 guys working builds for that.
Yeah.
It seems to be going to be pretty decently so far, actually.
It's a cool board, and people are interested in it. It's a real pain in the ass to build because I know some people have made flex PCBs, right?
Yeah.
Or like
Pretty
flexi-ish.
interesting.
And they seem to work well, but yeah, it's a pain. I can hand wire. I just hate doing it. It's such a pain in the ass. It's not worth it.
I started one. I'll show you. Let me grab what I started.
Okay.
Like 3 years ago.
We'll get into the drama, guys. Don't worry. Drama podcast, all that. Don't tell my boss this is where I am. I'm technically it's not my lunch break yet. 15 minutes till my lunch break.
Jeff knows. Jeff knows everything.
Hey, Mr. Bezos.
But yeah, I printed these off a while ago.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Those turned out pretty well.
yeah. So and then I started doing the
Hand wiring. It's just
amoebas
such
in
a
there.
pain.
Yeah, I gave up. I mean, I was just kind of half interested in the project anyway, so that's why I never finished it.
That's the other.
I'm just
reason I
gonna
didn't
stick
do
this
it.
in a grab, like in one of those mystery boxes at some point.
Someone will finish it for you. They'll
Yeah.
have a nice dactyl. Yeah, no, I've hand wired one thing in my life. It was a macro pad. It was actually this, which is not hand wired anymore. I swapped it with a Levinson PCB. But I hand wired a macro pad and it worked. But my God, was it a pain in the ass? It's so repetitive and so annoying. And for the cost of PCBs, it wasn't worth it. Never do it again.
Yeah.
Now dactyl's a different thing because you can't. Again, getting PCB for that's weird. But I don't know. Also, I don't have a 3D printer anymore, so it's moot. But I need to get one. I just have no idea where the hell I put it. But anyways, dactyl. Yes, drama. Okay. So that's the dactyl, and so this is the
Basto.
Basto, which is like. So did it come with a PCB? How was it supposed to be done? Do you know?
I don't know. I
Pre-built.
don't fully
Okay.
know. So I think it was going to be have a PCB included with connected to Elite C, I think. Or well no, this one looks like a clone Elite C here. Let me copy the image.
Clone Elite Cs.
Oh my God!
That's
Wow, how dare they?
that's
Oops,
why
no,
that's why
that's-
they failed. It's because
no.
they were.
That link here. I'll post the link to the Elite C.
Elite C. There's a lot of them floating around, which is fine. Oh, the HID Tech one, the Canadian one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm familiar with that actually. Did you post it in live stream?
I did. Oh, wait. Yeah.
No, you
oh,
didn't.
let me post it.
Liar.
No.
Come on.
Here we
on,
go,
man.
here
We're
we go.
professionals. Yeah, the HID Tech one. Sure. I'm familiar with that one. I don't know who's making it, but I think if it's the one I'm thinking of, there's a lot floating around. I know that it's typically in international countries like Canada, and that's EU and international are trying to make something. It's hard for them to get it. It's a bit harder, and I'll take some responsibility for that. The supply chain's difficult for international. I won't. Canadians, come on, hit me up. I'll sell you some. But internationals is tough. So yeah, they're popping up all over the place. But none have taken off completely yet. So not that I feel threatened.
We still hold the monopoly on that.
Oh, for sure. It's the brand thing also. I mean, I don't care if people make clones all you want. I think I said this from the beginning. It's not like the Elite C's a novel
not hard.
idea. Like you can do it with not basic knowledge, but you can do it with a reasonable knowledge of KiCad and just microcontrollers. Like I think SparkFriends is open source, so you can basically copy and paste what they do and replace it with a USB-C port.
Yes.
I think that's what.
Oh no, they do have a USB-C
USB-C
version now. Yes.
Yep. And I think that's what I did with the first two revisions of the Elite C. I just copied and pasted SparkFriends stuff.
Yeah.
Not literally, but basically. So go ahead. I there's no patent or anything on the Elite C. I don't care. But we do have the distribution set up already and all that. So, but anyways, so it was a pre-built dactyl thing, dactyl clone. I don't know what people are calling it that nowadays. Revision. It's basically a dactyl, right? I mean.
Yeah. I mean.
I guess clone is the right, because
yeah.
that's what people say when they're talking about let's split clones. It's a clone.
Right.
I don't think there's any negative connotation with that word, by the way. Like, that's great. Like I was, like I said, I was probably going to buy one. The cases looked like they were printed pretty well. I don't know.
So let's see, where can we buy Bastel?
I'm trying to see if I can find the original listing or something.
You know what? I think. Okay, I found.
Okay, it's on HID Tech. It's out
right.
of stock, but there's some good pictures on there. I'll post it in the chat. See, I'm learning this in real time, guys. I did not prepare at all. I was at work when I saw the message come in. I can't.
That's why we had the breaking news.
Did you post it? Oh, you did post it. Cool.
Yeah, I posted it in one of the channels.
Twitch. Yeah, if people are looking for links, it's either in Twitch or it's in our Discord under live stream is where we kind of throw stuff randomly. So yeah, it's out of stock, obviously. I'm assuming it all got shut down, but it looks, I mean, that's a pretty good 3D printing case. Like, it looks like it's pretty high resolution. Yeah. So 6 months. Okay, so it's PLA. Yeah, that's normal. That's fine. Torque screws. So was it? So there is a PCB. Okay. It says
Yeah,
there
it's
is a
that
PCB.
flexy one, I
It
think.
is that flexi one. I think I saw that picture floating around Reddit. Detailed build guide. Do they have a build guide? Oh yeah. There's the here. I'll post the build guide. If you can mirror this to Twitch, because I'm not logged into Twitch right now.
Uh,
It's in live stream. So there's the build guide, which has some good pictures of the PCB. I did see that floating around. It's a really neat. I like it. I haven't done flex PCBs, although I think this is less flex and this is a really thin PCB designed so it kind of curves, right? That's what it looks like to me.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a
So it could
1 millimeter,
different kind of. It could
or
fit a bunch of different kind of dactyls and all that.
yeah, I think it's like a 0.8 millimeter or something. If I had to guess, that's completely off the top of my head.
Yeah,
It looks like a
yeah. Either 0.8 or 0.6.
yeah,
I've done both before. Yeah, probably
yeah.
point.
And if you're not
I'm
bending
not
it a
gonna
lot,
guess.
that's fine. You just have to be wary that you're not going to crack any of the trays. And then it has a little cable connecting. That's neat. That's a good design. And then I guess you just have to. The only thing you have to hand wire is the Elite C or microcontroller, whatever the hell you're using, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, like you're using ribbon cable to connect it through, and it seems like it's pretty
Oh
decent.
yeah. Oh, I mean, it looks good. Is that's not Elite C? HID Tech, come on, hit me up. I'll sell you some Elite Cs. They're better than this Blinky V1. That's what it's called. Although it does have a mid-port also. It looks like the same port I use, which again I wouldn't be surprised. There's only so many mid-mounts USB-C ports. Oh, does that have a voltage regulator on it? Interesting. So I'm just looking at this Elite C clone. I even took my blue PCB color. Come on. But
Yeah, it wasn't enough to take other people's money.
I know, man. Come on, just give me the blue.
Heyo.
The blue is such a nice color. That's why I picked it. But yeah, I'm just going through the build guide. I mean, that's funny. They use in the build
They have
guide,
the Elite C in the build guide.
they have the Elite C render in the build guide to show where to connect up. That's really funny. That render's great, by the way. It was done by. I'm gonna give him a quick shout out and make sure I shout out to the right person. Oh God, I can't. SMYJPMU. That guy. Great guy. He did the render for that. Actually, they didn't.
Except that's part of the drama though.
I've got to bother HID Tech. They removed his watermark from that 3D render. There's a little watermark on those renders at the bottom, and they removed it. HID Tech coming after you. I think I've talked to them about stuff before. Not, I don't mean I'm gonna like be rude, but they do
All
need
right.
to add
So
that.
let's see. So yeah, basically HID Tech is going to be no more.
Oh really? So yeah,
Yeah,
what's
well,
the drama?
Okay,
Danny, give us
I'll post this is the main link. If you open it up and kind of took a quick read through it. But basically, I guess HID Tech was two people. So there's SMYJPMU in Canada, and the other guy is in. I don't know. I can't remember. Is he France?
Yeah, I know
or,
that HID Tech is Canadian. Just 'cause, I mean, it's not
France
CA.
or Belgium or something like that.
Or unless is HID Tech that? Anyways, either way, continue. I'm talking.
But anyway, yeah. So SMY.
The guy who did the renders is how I know him.
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. That's his name. Yeah.
But yeah, basically he's been screwing people over.
Oh shit! Wait, really? So that's the guy
Yeah.
who's screwing people over.
So yeah, I'll read it.
Oh no.
TLDR: Anthony is a con artist and a pathological liar. He stole more than $13,800 from clients and me. Do not trust him. He hasn't paid me for most of the Basto orders I handled. Blah blah blah. If you're scammed by him, okay, try to get your money back. Lied about orders being ready. Lied about orders being shipped. Lied about having refunded customers. Lied about answering emails. Lied to his clients and me. He's owed me more than $5,800 and still owes clients more than $8,000 in refunds. Here's a few things he bought with that money: a MacBook M1, a Ryzen Threadripper PC, a Frozen Transform resin printer, and a boat.
I mean, some cool purchases there. The M1, I've wanted to get my hands on one because that chip that Apple made just sounds so neat. A boat? How'd they find out he bought a boat?
I don't know.
That's what?
And then there's like a long list of people and there's a lot of people that we know on this list who can confirm the story, like
that's my
like
next
Tom
question.
and pretty people who kind of lurk in our channel
Yeah. So
and other
where's
places that we know.
the sources? Proof customers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's definitely. This seems there's a lot of proof here. Oh yeah. Okay.
And
Oh
then
yeah.
there's one
I'm
point like
familiar with some of these names.
he was trying to like prove
Thomas. Bomb
yeah,
Times. I know
yeah.
Thomas.
And let's see, let me post this one link. Basically, one guy was trying to help some other guy get a refund, and it's like, okay, go into Stripe and show me you're doing the refund, and he refused to like scroll down
Oh,
past the
so
part
they
where
didn't
it
do
shows you
PayPal?
transactions. No,
Ah,
well, I don't know, but
I
part of it
guess
was
some people use
Stripe.
Stripe. God, I'm sorry,
I
my
think
white
through the
balance is
store.
so off,
Yeah.
guys.
Let me see.
I don't know if I can change that.
There's also let me post this one.
That's a lot of money. So what? So I guess, and we don't have anyone on that can confirm this. We might over the weekend do a follow up podcast with what's his name?
Quentin.
Balantic? Quentin, the guy who he designed he set up everything, right, and designed the board.
Yeah, I think he did. I think Wendy did all the 3D design.
So we might have a update this weekend. Depends. Time zones are hard because I think they are in the EU. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So we might have a follow up on Saturday, Sunday. That'd be fun. But is Josh alive? Yeah, Josh is alive. If you didn't listen to the last podcast, he wasn't on it, but confirmed that I have had contact with him over email a while ago, and he confirmed that all's good in the sense that everyone's healthy. He doesn't know when he'll be back, but he will eventually. But that eventually could be weeks, months. I mean, we don't really know. But he's not dead. He's not dead. Everyone's healthy and safe over on there.
As opposed to what we have in his
Oh yeah,
placeholder right
DED.
now.
He's not actually dead. Just I can't be asked to make another layout right now. So, but anyways, so damn, that's a lot of orders. First of all, because I think they were like $200 each, right? Something like that. I'm sure they had
it's gotta
extra
be
options
some
and stuff.
hefty feel. Yeah.
So 300.
Yeah,
let's say $300. I mean, 13,000. That's like 50 orders, which is, I mean, may not sound like a lot, but that's a lot for
Yep.
for a first time group buy.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was like all. I don't know if it was like all pre-built or anything like that. But then again, you have the 3D printing portion of it that takes a while.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, that
Because it takes like you're gonna take like at least a day to print out.
So
the
I
whole
guess,
thing.
and I don't know if you know, Danny. I'm gonna speculate here, but so I guess the order was that Anthony was the guy who was taking all the orders, right? Like he.
Yeah, so
he was the
I'm
one
guessing he
taking
had the
all orders.
storefront and all that kind of
So
stuff.
does he own HID Tech? Is that Anthony?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Okay. Then it makes sense he's using the render without permission. It's his render. But okay, so let's say Anthony owns HID Tech or something like that, because he is Canadian. I can verify that much. And so he was running the group buy, which makes sense. I mean, that's how I did my early group buys when I didn't have a store. Is I got someone else to do it on their store for me. And then I guess he was supposed to disburse that to the guy doing the 3D printing, which
The
is
designing, yeah.
what's
Well, no,
his
I
name?
think maybe Anthony was doing the 3D printing. I don't know.
Either way, he was supposed to
but then
disburse
the other
some of
guy-
that money, right?
Yeah.
Like that was supposed to be. Okay, his name is on the contact info page for HID Tech, so it's pretty safe to assume he at least works for HID Tech. So people weren't paid, customers weren't refunded, and things weren't created, basically. Like he
And then
didn't
also
spend
now-
that money
and then-
on keyboards.
And then now he was like, okay, I'm gonna release the 3D print files for the cases,
Oh,
just to like kind of like shove it in on the other guy's face.
yeah, so the other
but also-
guy, 'cause Anthony, from what my understanding, again, I am speculating here. Anthony didn't create the 3D model, or did he? And Quentin
think he
joined
did.
later. Oh, so Anthony kind of created this.
I guess he was like, yeah, the
Because I know he has
personal
3D
Quentin
modeling.
did all the, yeah.
Because I know he has
I
3D
think
modeling.
Quentin did the main
chops.
3D stuff. I think.
Again, not vouching for this guy. He did the 3D renders for the latest revision of Elite C, which turned out really well. So I know he's got 3D modeling, so I'm assuming he made the case then. Which, I mean, I think there's Dactyl cases out there. You know, you could just, people tweak them all the time. And, I mean, there's open source Dactyl cases all over the place. So Quentin joined later to serve European customers. Okay, thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that.
And then yeah, just been ghosting people on emails and stuff.
So it was a collaboration with most of the work being done by Quentin. Okay. So I can't corroborate any of this or verify any of this. Um, we'll try to again maybe this weekend we will actually have Quentin on if we can figure out time zones that he's not tired and he actually wants to talk to people because or they actually want to talk to people because when you're in the middle of all this drama it fucking sucks. Luckily I have never been in big drama like this. Danny, I don't think you have either. I think the closest I've come was that Let's Split group buy that I did assembly orders for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, if anyone from that group buy who ordered assembly is listening, I'm really sorry how that ended up. We never got the PCBs or the cases from Wig Keys, and it was a real mess. God.
Well, there's also tests as well.
Oh, yeah.
But you,
Yeah.
I mean, at least you got your money, at least.
I got money. Yeah, Teslatron, that's right. That's the other one I've technically been involved in. I created the PCB for that. He paid me for the PCBs, but the customers got but which is so freaking weird. He's got these PCBs
I don't know even what the current status is.
So there's actually a Discord I was invited to a couple months back where they're like trying to salvage it. Like I think he gave the PCBs or he sold the PCBs to someone, and now people are trying to like just get cases and stuff. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm still a member of that Discord. I'm a member of so many Discords, but someone's trying to. Oh yeah, Lumina refugees. It looks like there hasn't really been an update in a while, but yeah, no. So I guess I haven't been really completely involved in drama like that, but it sucks. Like even being tangentially involved, like that kind of thing sucks because if you don't have the money, there's not anything you can do, and even if you have the money and you don't have the files, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the issue is, well, Quentin didn't get any money, and neither did the people getting refunds and. So let's see. I'm reading what Thomas posted in chat. He said, things have been rambling for longer. The news broke about a week ago that Anthony and Quentin would supposedly have agreed to split up with HID Tech closing. Quentin starting over under a new name and Anthony moving to offering design services instead. Okay. So it sounds like they had a breaking up for whatever reason. It sounds like Anthony was scamming people. Well, it doesn't sound like there's proof that Anthony has scammed people, at least in this instance, and stolen a very large chunk of money. Which, if you did PayPal, if you're listening and you did PayPal, dispute that. I don't know how Square works or any of that other stuff. Hopefully,
Chargebacks, yeah.
If you did it with a credit card, chargeback. Most credit card companies will let you do that. If it's been within a certain amount of time. I don't know when this group I started. But do what you can. Don't be one of those people who are like holding on like, oh, maybe I don't want to be that jerk who charges back. I think we're long past that. I think we're long past that point right now. And also, grab those 3D files.
Oh yeah, and then also yeah, Kingly Keys. Do you hear about that one?
No, who's Kingly Keys?
That's the Royal. He was running.
Oh, the Romac. They did that, right?
Yeah. So that's another drama thing. I think
the website's down.
His site's down right now.
Yeah.
I think it was probably one of those things where like Shopify had to put.
I see a December 6th post. Is Kingly Keys a scam? Was Kingly Keys a scam? I don't know.
So like yeah, he was running some group buy for the Av, I think. But yeah, that's another drama that's been going on, especially in like the 40s community.
Okay. Yeah, the gun. That's one thing that bothers me. It does bother me. I guess upsets me about the keyboard community. And it's not just keyboard community. It's hobbyist communities in general. Keyboard community. I want to say especially. I'm especially aware of the keyboard community. Is that people suck, and you just have these people who just scam, like for lots of not an insignificant amount of money. Not that any amount of money is insignificant. I mean, $100 is $100 to some person. It doesn't make it any less bad than someone stealing $10,000 from multiple people. But like it's just it happens very often. It seems.
Yep.
Like more often than it should. I'm not saying like people should be better. I mean, people suck, and people are gonna suck, and there's gonna be people who want to scam people. But I don't know. I've noticed it happening more in the keyboard community as of late, and by as of late I mean like the last 2 years or so. As we've had
Like
a
money grabs and all that.
lot of scamming coming up. I don't know if it's because people are just getting better at 3D rendering and like, hey, people will buy shit without, you know, prototypes. But even then, I mean, the Lumina had prototypes, right? Like he posted
Yeah.
prototypes.
Like seemed like the main thing was like just the manufacturing end and getting ghosted
It's
by
just, I think
the
it's
manufacturers and all that
and
stuff.
I'm just
Probably.
speculating in general, like general. It's like, I mean, it's a lot of the times it's young people, and by young I mean 20s, like early 20s and lower, okay?
Yeah.
I'm old now, I guess. I'm 28, right? But by young, I mean like, early 20s and lower, like teenagers and like, young adults who are trying to do these things who are like, I made this really cool case, right? In the case of Teslatron, again, I'm just speculating. I don't know the guy personally. So don't sue me. But they're like, okay, I made this really cool case, got some prototypes made for an exorbitant amount of money, which is, I mean, prototypes cost an exorbitant amount of money, kind of what it is. And then the scaling up, they have absolutely no idea how to handle it and the QC. And then they kind of flounder and freak out and just say, screw it, I'm just going to leave and steal the money. Now, that's one side of it. Like, that happens, and that's probably happened in other cases. The other side is people just being like, I could make something look real cool. Maybe if I need a prototype to make people think it's real, spend $500 and then gather a bunch of orders and leave and, get off with like $20,000, right? Like shit. And then also you have people like Woodkeys who were they were a long-standing member in the keyboard community. Like I remember when I joined I don't know, when I was just exiting college, last year at college when I really got into mechanical keyboards. Woodkeys, I think, was around at that time. I think
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Definitely when Danny and I got into selling keyboards, Woodkeys was around. I know that much because I bought some cases from him, I think. No, that was the other guy. But I think he was either around or he's becoming around. But like he was delivering shit. Like Woodkeys made decent stuff for a while, and then just took everyone's money and left.
My thought was like he just took on way too many projects at once.
Oh, for sure. He got overwhelmed and he didn't know to handle it. And instead of handling it even semi-appropriately, just fucked off.
He just ghosted, yeah.
Like, if anyone's listening, any vendors, anyone listening to this podcast is a vendor or someone running a group buy and like is having these issues. First of all, you will have these issues to one extent or another. Any vendor, like the longer you're a vendor, the more likely you're going to run into something like this where, a group buy doesn't go well or, something you've wanted produced like cases end up being absolutely shit for some reason. Just communicate with your customers, please. Like just send an email saying, hey, I spent $5,000 on cases from this manufacturer. They came back, they weren't good, and the manufacturer is ghosting me. If that's what happened, it sucks, but at least relay that to people. And yes, people will be pissed off because, they'll be pissed off. But it's so much better than doing nothing. And it'll get you a lot of goodwill, like, towards people.
I mean, at least, because like group buy PSA, you know that your money's at risk anytime.
Like, also on a consumer endpoint, right? I'm not trying to, victim blame here, but from a consumer endpoint, when you're doing a group buy, treat it like Kickstarter. You're not guaranteed to get anything, honestly. Like, so many people think they are, which is fair because that's how it's pitched, right? Nowadays, like, it's just like a pre-order. Like, a lot of places are actually calling them pre-orders now. Oh, wow, nice ringtone.
Yeah, no, that's almost up against my hard stop here.
Okay, so. 2 minutes. I was saying, like, a lot of people are treating group buys like pre-orders nowadays, which it wasn't like that when I joined the keyboard community. There was a lot more, I wouldn't say accountability. People knew what they were getting themselves into with group buys. And just from a consumer standpoint, you need to realize group buys are usually run by people that don't have a lot of experience or who don't have the money to front for this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So if something goes wrong, there's not a very good chance it's going to get completely resolved to your liking. So when you go into a group buy, don't use money you can't afford to lose for like ever. And I'm not saying don't be upset. Be upset. Like it sucks, but like at the same time, understand what you're going into. Anyways, Danny has to stop. I'll stop too. This weekend, maybe we'll do like a follow-up with Quentin about more stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. If you want to flame me.
Hopefully we'll be back more. Yep.
If you want to flame me, I'm that Canadian on Reddit. Go ahead. or Discord. All right. See you guys. See you,
All
Danny.
right, peace out, guys.